Good morning. I quite literally just got out of bed. I'm very puffy, but I thought this morning we could do my version of Vogue Beauty Secrets and makeup tutorials. The first thing that I do in the morning is skincare and lymphatic drainage. I start by opening up my lymph nodes, which is under your armpits. And I just lightly press 15 times right above and below my collarbones, underneath my cheekbones, temples, outer nose, and your eyes. I then use a facial oil and I literally slather it all over my face and neck. I start going down my neck. I try to do each move 15 times. I then take my two fingers like peace signs and I go on my jaw. I've been doing this for like 3 years now every morning, and it's night and day when you compare my face shapes and also just the level of puffiness in my face. I feel like I really see it decrease when I do this consistently, but the key with doing this is doing it consistently. So really carving out a couple of minutes in your morning to do this. Then I go in with like my hands like an L, put my thumbs underneath my jaw, and then this part kind of scrapes my cheek. And you don't need to do this hard or aggressively. You don't want to be tugging on the skin, which is why a face oil is a must. Take my peace fingers again and I just go above and below my cheekbone. My favorite face oils are just a rose hip oil from The Ordinary and Gazoo facial oil. I have very dry skin, so I would highly recommend Gazoo. But if you don't have dry skin, it might be a little too heavy for you. Next, I just take my ring fingers and I lightly go around my eyes, and then I just go on my forehead like this. Okay, I just wiped down my face and I'm gonna go in with my skincare. So first, I'm doing the Elemis Superfood Kefir Tea Mist. It's a priming and hydrating mist. I just put this down before I go in with the hyaluronic acid. Then I go in with my Dr. Dennis Gross Vitamin C Serum. This vitamin C, I have tried a lot of vitamin C's, and that's the one that I've seen the biggest difference from. Those are the products that I usually put on in the morning, and then I go in with a face moisturizer and I don't put on any makeup, but I'm about to do a full face of glam, so we are gonna pause skincare and do something about this hair. A slick back bun is definitely my go-to hairstyle lately. I just really like my hair off my face, but I'm not gonna do a bun without benefiting my hair first. So this is rosemary oil. I just got it at the grocery store and then I bought this spray bottle, and it's really good for your scalp. I also love Divi by Danny Austin. I go in and I put this on my scalp as well. And I take a teasing brush just to get a precise part. Okay, I look a little crazy, but this brush, excuse all the hair that is on it. This brush from Amazon, it's very thick on this side, or coarse on this side and soft on the side, and I swear, if you want to slick back your hair, this is a must. I go in with the coarse side and I just grab all my hair back. I'm just gonna go in with this Day styling paste. Sometimes I put it in before I slick back my hair, sometimes I put it in after, but it's definitely my favorite and it's almost gone, so I need to buy a new one. I just put a tiny bit in my fingers, like everything down. Then I'll just take the soft side and it all kind of melts in. Now time to start the face. What I found is the key to perfect makeup is having a perfect hydrated face. Like I said, I have dry skin, so if I want things to lay nicely, I really want to go in and hydrate my face. I have been loving Peach and Lily Matcha Antioxidant Pudding Cream. I also find it key to do an eye cream, and I love the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eye Cream. My all-time favorite lotion that I use at nighttime is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Night Cream. It's definitely, I feel like I talk about it a lot, but it's definitely one of the best ones that I've used if you have dry skin. It's more of an investment, and I'm not gonna lie, I was sent it as PR, fell in love with it, didn't want to rebuy it because it was expensive, put it off, and then I was like, okay, I need it. I just need it in my life, and it's been life-changing for my skin. Next, I'm just going in with the Stay Super Gel. I only have the mini size of this because when I went to Sephora to buy it, they were sold out. This one is the Star Glow shade, but my favorite one is the one that's more bronzy and darker. Just gives you more of a tan, but this still gives me the glow and I can achieve the tan with my other products. These have been my go-to foundations lately. This is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I think that's what it's called. And this is the NARS Natural Radiance Longwear Foundation. I honestly, oh yeah, Light Reflecting Foundation, I was right. I honestly think that they don't have great formulas, but I just am mixing the colors because I'm kind of in between them. So I like to go in and do it with my fingers. I have found that when I do it with my fingers, and of course I always wash my hands before this, it just seems to melt more into my skin. This is definitely more of a full coverage look. I like full coverage. I'm just a full coverage girl. I have rosacea on my cheeks. I just literally just covered them up, but I've just always been a little self-conscious about it, and I feel like it makes my face look rashy. So I like to cover up everything. But this foundation, you guys, I'm not joking when I say will stay on all freaking day. Okay, next I'm going into bronze. This is the Westman Atelier bronzing stick in face contour stick in the shade Biscuit. So these are all the places that I like to hit: my forehead, my cheekbone, my nose, and my brow bone. I like to go in with this Patrick Ta brush. I think it's literally meant for contouring, and blend everything out. When you have a slick back, the key is to blend in to your hairline so it doesn't look like you have this pasty scalp against this bronzy face. I like to do, is this your brow bone? Like, I just go with the corner of my eye and up, and I feel like it really helps give that snatched look. I also go a little under my lip for a little plump shadow, and then I always blend up. Next, I take the Westman Atelier blush stick. This is in shade Petal. It's such a beautiful color, and I put it on top of my cheekbone. So you can see the bronzing line is still underneath it, and we blend those out in a bit. I like to put a little of this on my lips. Before I do blush, oh, this is the Makeup by Mario brush. I'll link everything in the description. And whenever I do blush, I like to blend it out and bring it into my eyes a little bit. Just a tiny bit, not too much, but I just feel like it kind of gives like a cohesive look. And I like to really just do the top of my cheekbone. Then I go in with the Christian Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. This is in shade 3N. I just do, what is this? In between my eyebrows, my chin, and then I go in and I go over that line, and this just helps diffuse it and kind of, you know, cover the line up. I also go in where I contoured underneath, like right underneath where I contoured on the side of my noses, or inside of my nose, and then under my eye, just again to help give that lifted look. Always make sure you squeeze all the water out of the Beauty Blender after you dampen it, because I feel like if it's too wet, it then takes off the makeup. So I just like to blend this down and then over that line, so then it's not as harsh of a line. Then I like to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury highlighting wand. I kind of like to just put this on my finger because I've found when I put it directly onto my skin, it gets to be too much or too heavy. And I just like to tap it into the top of my cheek, the top of my brow bone, and then I take it the tip of my nose, and then down the line of my nose, and then kind of in between my brows. Next, I just go in with my Laura Mercier setting powder. Please, I'm dying for a new setting powder rack because I know this one isn't necessarily clean, but it's so good. It literally makes your skin look airbrushed and flawless. I like can't live without it, but I need to because it's not clean, supposedly. Next, I'm almost out of this. I'm so sad. It's like so broken and I need a new one, but this is my favorite blush ever. It is the NARS Orgasm Blush. It's definitely an OG classic. And I'm just gonna go a little over very lightly. For my brows, I love the Refi, I think that's how you say it, Refi Brow Gel. It's their clear brow sculpt. I've tried a million brow gels and I feel like this is the only one that truly holds my brows and doesn't give crazy residue. But if you look at it now, like there's white stuff in it, but this is what I found to be the key. I take my fingers and I push up and this just kind of holds them in place. I like shape them with my fingers and also takes off that layer of residue. So now there's not any white stuff and they're like frozen. This has been my all-time favorite mascara as of late, and it's the YSL Lash Clash. I'm not doing full glam today. Maybe I'll make another video doing that where I show you my go-to eye look when I do full glam, but the base is pretty similar. I definitely add a little more shimmer and heavy bronzing if I am doing a full glam look, but if I'm just going, let's say, out for lunch or to a meeting, this is my typical makeup, and I like to just do my lashes in the corners lately of my eye. Lastly, I'm just going in with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It is a classic cult favorite, and definitely for a reason. It's such a beautiful shade. And then my all-time favorite, Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. This one is in shade Vanilla Beige. I'm obsessed with this. I like to set with the Morphe setting spray. I've been using the setting spray forever. And this is the final look. I'm gonna let the setting spray dry a little, but dewy. I feel like the coloring is my favorite. I really love those bronzing and blush sticks. But that is all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.